So here's another apartment update. A friend of mine was staying with me for a week or so, and they helped me do this. So it's 2 rows deep. Obviously all the A's, B's, C's, D's, B, of course. Some spares over here. Then over here, this is all like clamshells and boxed sets of like 3 or more. So it took a lot of effort, a lot of work. I think we went through about another, I think I bought 25 packs of boxes 3 times, roughly 75 boxes, give or take. Got the little, yeah, took a lot of effort, but from here on out, and there's actually more. You can see there's S's and stuff over here, but I'll explain that in a second. Took a lot of effort. So now I'm just going to take down all the A's at once, reopen them, line them all up, go through, find the doubles, the triples, the quadruples, pick the best copies of each, see which ones I want to add to the archive, and see which ones would be worth trying to sell for the dog charity, and which ones are going to the dumpster. So redid this a little bit. Got the things of CDs in here to clear up room in the living room. Vinyl, CDs, more stuff. Just spent the evening redoing the living room. So before that was up against the window and the sliding glass door. So now I cocked it this way so I can have access to that door now. Because obviously when I moved into this place, I didn't feel like I was ever going to need access to that doorway. But then that thing happened. So now that explains these. So earlier it was 2 like this, and these ones were turned, those weren't there, but we had, you can't see it, but a luggage thing right there. I left Mr. Fulci alone in the apartment for the first time for 5-6 hours. But he can only go like this area, from here around to here. But somehow he got in there, got into all my friend's stuff, and ate a bunch of this like fuel, or huel, or whatever it's called. So I had to rebuild the barriers again. So again, these are all S's. I think the top one's a W, but the rest are all S's, since we had so many of those. I think over here, these are all S's as well. So there's a lot of movies that start with S. The U, I moved over here because it might actually be one of the first ones I go through, because there's not that many in it. Check this out. Mr. Fulci did that too. I was sitting down with shorts on. He tried to jump up on me and just clawed me. I love you though, punk ass. But yeah, so I still need to move these stacks, even though I was actually expecting to come home today and find these destroyed, but they were fine. But somehow he got in there and made a big mess. Luckily my friend's tall and lanky too, so they can hop over it no problem. So it's still dark over here, so I need to come up with some sort of light source. I had this old lamp here that was in the bedroom earlier. But yes, most of this is my friend's stuff that's sitting there. They were here with me for a week. Now they went to a different person's house for a week. They're going to come back here for a day or two. And just kind of back and forth. But, so I'm not sure. I still might do the 2 thing over here. Or maybe I'll get these out of here, put them back underneath there to open up that room and block the wall back there. This is actually looking pretty good. I kind of like having the Mac there. But I'm still working on tapes. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So the only thing over here I really need is the printer. And while it can be used wirelessly from there, it still needs to be powered on, but the plug-in's over here. So these are my home tapes. My tapes from when I was a kid, of course, over here. So I moved them up there. And I'll pull them over here as needed. TV's still going well. As you see, again, more S's here. Pretty clear through there. Haven't done anything with these tapes in a minute. And then in here, we made the pathway now to where he can walk through and get into his kennel. So I kennel him at night so he gets used to that until he's older and more mature. And I swapped these out with boxes of vinyl. So all 5 of these boxes are full of my uncle's vinyls and my dad's vinyls from when I was younger. And then you got Y, V, and G over here to block that path. So I have a step way to get up to the bed now since the bed's so tall, so that's nice. Still need to work in here. Got these curtains up just today. I ordered this curtain system like my first month here, but I thought the package got stolen, but it turns out it was just in the front office. And they never told me. So now it's a little bit darker in here, but again, it has a little bit light at the top and some at the bottom, so I do get some light in during the day, so it's not pitch black in here, which I used to like. But so far, doing pretty well. Mr. Man in here. He just likes to move around. He's been a little mopey today because he knows I was upset with him when I came home. Yesterday he did his first day at dog daycare. Did his trial, and he's there from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. He did really well in the small paws room with the little dogs, the older dogs. So yesterday he was really exhausted. But I think once I get this area over here decluttered and figure out what's going to go up there, it should be pretty good. So now I'm just thinking, obviously, I take that fourth top of the 4 cube, cock it down here, and then build a shelving unit or something there to put CDs and DVDs, Blu-rays on. I don't know. But I'm kind of liking this a little bit better because now I can shove tapes and stuff up against the wall and have like them supported as opposed to having the Venetian blinds there. Still a work in progress, but I got a couple months hopefully till the next job thing kicks in, if it does, to try and crank out all these. So essentially, like I said, the idea is open up all the letter A's, take out all the tapes of the same. If there's 5 copies of the same movie, if there's different editions within those, keep one of each. Whatever's worth selling, maybe try, or just lump them up, get rid of them. Definitely want to get this space back. I'm actually more concerned about getting this space back. I'm going to go through all these first, because if I can have this whole space right here, I'll be fine. I'm not too focused on having to go through those, but if anybody needs a Star Wars, I got a few. But that's the update. It's Mr. Fulci. I love you.